Coming up on today's video, we're going to discuss, are Macs starting to become more vulnerable to viruses and other malware? Coming up on today's video. Hey guys, Todd here with another video for you, and today we're going to discuss, are Macs starting to become vulnerable to virus attacks and other malware? Recently in the news, Mac Defender is a new malware virus that just happened, and basically when you visit sites that have this on here, will give you pop-ups with images from porno sites, stuff like that, basically, and then it will come and kick in saying, would you like to install Mac Defender? Which is basically a, sort of looks like a virus protection software that you can install on your computer and it will get rid of the virus. Well, this is all a hoax, it's not right, and it will infect your computer. But it's more of a malware, it's not really a virus. And basically in the Mac community, us Mac users have pretty well been saying, hey, Macs never get a virus, so forth. We really are proud about saying that because in honesty, there hardly is any viruses out there on the Mac. There's a few that are well known, but it's very hard to get these. And most Mac users or people that use a Mac they use their common sense and know what not to do on a computer. They're pretty tech savvy. Also built in with OS X, before you do anything, you have to allow it to happen. And you always have to put in your password. So this is another added level of security that OS X has that Windows, as far as I know, Windows 7 might have stuff like this, but I'm not aware. If it is, please put it in the comments. But this is why a lot of viruses don't happen on the Mac, is because you have this added security compared to Windows. Because once you don't really put your password in, you just do it once to log into your computer. Other than that, it never really asks you for your password. I could be wrong about that, guys. If I am, please put it in the down in the comments section and please let me know. But anyway, I just wanted to I just wanted to talk about are Macs starting to become more viable since their market share is going up, and that's a rumor that's always been floated around out there. And I like to disagree with that rumor. I don't think market share affects Macs and viruses. I think it's just a matter of security on the OS. And let me say this up clear. I don't think OS X is the most secured operating system out there. I don't think it's better than Windows because there is flaws, there is holes. No security or OS out there can be, 100% secure. But I just think OS X and Apple does a really good job at securing their OS, and when something comes up, they put a release out. Not saying that Windows doesn't, because Windows does do this and they constantly are putting updates. But you also got to remember, Windows has like 90% of the market share, so there's more people using Windows to find these viruses and these holes that are working on it, and it affects more people because more people are on Windows compared to OS X. That being said, OS X is a very secure operating system. It's based on Unix, so it just lives and breathes security. But like I was saying before, I do not think, just because market share is going up, the viruses are going to start to go up. I just don't think that's going to happen. That's a rumor that sometimes Windows people, or whatever you want to call them, throws that argument out there. Well, just because you guys don't have 90% market share. I don't believe that at all. And I think, but also, there's like this yearly conference that goes on for browsers security, and Safari is the first one that always gets taken out. So you guys got to remember, these are just things you don't hear about all the time because we've always heard that Macs are more secure than Windows. I don't really think it's that. I just think it's their users are more secure, and they think more logically when they're on a computer, just because they're more tech savvy, and also the added security that OS X puts in. You have to always log in before you do a download, before you install a program all the time. I think that's what adds the extra layer of security. Basically, I just wanted to get that out there. I just want to share my thoughts and opinions on viruses for the Mac. I do not, I'm going to stress again, I do not think, just because if market share starts to rise, which we're seeing over the past couple of years, actually just about the last 2 years, the Mac market share is really starting to rise. So I do not think, just because market share rises, that we're going to see increased amount of viruses. Because if that would be said, then why isn't there a lot of viruses on iOS? I'm just going to leave it at that. Please leave your opinions below. What do you think? Do you think if market share rises for the Mac, do you think viruses will? Or do you just think that's just a rumor that a lot of PC fanboys like to say? I don't want to use that term, but I just did. Anyway, please leave your comments below. As always, you can follow me up on Twitter, and it's a good tool to get in contact with me. I'm on Twitter a lot, and I do contact a lot of people on Twitter and talk. So if you have a question or anything about my videos, please follow me up on Twitter, or you can just contact me. Just put @ToddKEdwards. Or if you like to email me, it's more privately. It's toddrecommends@gmail.com. As always, guys, I'll see you on the next video.